What's up, YouTube? My cat's underneath my chair. He's playing around right now. So, I don't know what we're going to fucking see here. This is the end of Hoyoverse Games. New era of gacha is finally here. Ethan's video. We're going to watch this and see what's going on. Link, do you want to come up here? Let's come up here before we start this. Come here. Come here, bud. You want up? Come on up. Come here. I don't know. Zelda's fast asleep on the couch behind me right there. Oh, she heard her name. Did you hear your name? Alright. He's probably going to be bouncing around underneath me right now for a while, so we're just going to continue on with the video.
Over the gaming industry in the past 5 years. And this monetization model has even bled over into other AAA titles. Games such as FIFA, Overwatch, and so on all have some sort of gacha mechanic to max.
Yeah. There's always been loot boxes and stuff in games since, like, I don't know, Black Ops 3, maybe? Maybe since Black Ops 3. Maybe there's other games in there. Maybe, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Maximize their profits on top of being already a full-price games, DLC, battle passes, and more. Before, there were only a handful of popular gacha games around. However, now the market is becoming saturated with tons of new releases, filling up multiple roles in the genre. Games such as Ethereal Restart, Re Memento Shadow for the turn-based elements, Duet Night Abyss for the looter shooter, Azure Premilia, Ananta, Neverness to Everness for...
Can't wait for Neverness to Everness. Anata, I mean, they're both very similar. I want to try them. I didn't care to try Ethereal Restart, you know. I watched all the commercials. I mean, it's like there's a new game every week. That's what it feels like. So, what's the point? Where are you going, bud? Cat butt. Oh, there it is. Super fluffy. There's a new gacha every other week.
For the open world, the list goes on and on for how many new gacha games we're getting. Now, while this saturation could be viewed as a negative, since how the fuck are you going to keep up with so many gacha games? The one big, and I mean big positive, coming out of so many gacha games being developed is competition.
Yeah.
Competition pushes the industry forward and forces companies to not only provide better monetization models for the games, but better quality of life as well. Games that fail to do so, well, they'll end up like Tribe 9.
Put him in a fucking coffin, bitch.
From Genshin Impact blowing up during the COVID era, which will always be the peak of gacha popularity, to Wuthering Waves having Geoff Keighley, I don't know how to pronounce bro's name, leak the Cartethia ult, these games have amassed a very loud and dedicated fandom. As much as I love these games, at the end of the day, they are literally legal gambling and have tons of underlying issues that need to be addressed. Some might even consider...
Fair point. It is gambling. Some games more than others, which is why there's an age limit on them now.
Their gacha games worse than gambling, as most countries, the legal age to even enter casino ranges anywhere from 18 to 21. Meanwhile, gacha games are advertised to kids. If you check the App Store...
Especially that one. Yeah, there's just like a bunch of colorful pictures and shit like that for like that specific gacha game. I mean, it's designed to like attract kids to that game. It's a kid game. And then the next one, Wua, that's a grown-up game. I mean, I play them both, so does it really fucking matter? It's my opinion.
Mainly shows the age of 12 plus, which is super disingenuous, and a lot of the time the gacha mechanics are very well hidden past the marketing or even the App Store itself, so parents or guardians can't figure out what the game actually is. You look at Genshin Impact on the App Store and you're like, oh wow, this is kind of a little bit of a Zelda clone. This must be adorable. And then you realize it's a never-ending slot machine.
Let's go gambling.
With such games targeting a younger demographic, this is why I think it's important to make sure that the gacha mechanics are, well, fair. And I use the word fair very loosely. Prior to Genshin Impact, gacha games were mainly known for being mobile-exclusive, low-effort cash grabs. They were associated with pretty much just gambling and spending tons and tons of money, otherwise known as being a whale. If you weren't shelling out $2,000 to $3,000 on your favorite game, well, most likely you're probably not actually winning. Games such as Dragon Ball Legends and Fate Grand Order are two of the biggest primary culprits of the big turnoffs in the gacha space. Dragon Ball Legends is a gacha game based off the hit anime Naruto. I'm so sorry. I had to do it. My mom says it like that, you know? The developers took advantage of such a lucrative and popular IP and developed what is possibly...
Raging Blast 2. One of the best Dragon Ball Z games. I have not played any of these gacha ones, but Raging Blast 2 was one of the best Dragon Ball Z games that you could play. Besides Budokai Tenkaichi. Budokai Tenkaichi 3? Yeah, Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Great fucking game of the PS2.
Regarded as one of the worst fucking gacha systems known to man. When the game launched, there was no type of pity system.
Ooh, that's dirty.
And the free-to-play currency was almost non-existent. Even to this day...
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
To my understanding is that Ultra character banners have no pity. Fake Grand Order is another game very similar to DBO, which launched without a pity system. Finally, years later, they have decided to create a pity system. Round of applause, boys. Thank you.
It should just be a guarantee. I mean, if it's a pity, like, I get it. Like, make pity, like, fucking really early. I don't know. Pity systems. The gacha systems suck. I'm not going to lie. They fucking suck. They're ass. Genshin's is horrible. I mean, you might get your character sometimes. Sometimes you're guaranteed. I don't know. I've gotten stupid things like the Capture and Radiance and not gotten the character I wanted. I don't understand how it works. It's all annoying to me. It sucks.
You so much. The pity's 330 and it doesn't carry over to the next banner. What the fuck is this? I mean, we even had Tuhu discussing spending thousands of dollars to get jack shit. The sole reasons for a system like this, well, to make money. And people are going to spend insane amount of money on gacha games like these since it includes some of their favorite characters from their favorite pieces of media. That's where Genshin Impact comes in. They were able to redefine the public perception and gameplay loop of these games and not just be stuck in the box of shitty mobile games. However, they failed on the gacha system and it was still just a pile of shit. Just covered in sprinkles. And I fucking hate sprinkles.
I pulled a Chi-Chi. I'm not feeling very good.
Is that the whole song? I don't want to jinx my account and talk about Chi-Chi. I don't. I have all the other characters but her on most of my accounts.
Genshin Impact launched and popularized what is known as the 50-50 system for characters. If you were to summon for an on-banner limited character, in this current example we use Skirk, you have a 0.6% chance of getting a 5-star with a max pity of 90. However, it is not guaranteed to be the limited 5-star you choose. Instead, there's a 50% chance of getting a standard banner character. It always feels horrible when you grind countless amount of hours exploring, doing endgame content, or even using your hard-earned money, and well, you see some fucking rat.
It fucking sucks! I'm pretty sure I have it on video. I'm pretty sure I fucking have it happening. I don't know. I know... We'll continue the video. I'll find it.
On your screen that you don't want, and you're like, who the fuck are you? You check their meta relevance, and it's none. Also, the old VA was a piece of shit, so that doesn't help either. In some ways, the weapon banner in Genshin was even worse. On launch, the way it works is there was a 75% chance of getting 1 out of the 2 limited weapons on said weapon banner, and a 25% chance to get a standard weapon. Well, the massive problem comes in where there's no guarantee which weapon you would get out of the 2 limited selections. So, for example, let's say you have Wolf Gravestone and Staff of Homa both on the banner, and you decide you actually win your chances of getting...
This is on the standard banner. Where is it at? Where can we like see it best at? Right there. Oh, the ka-ching. That was not a good moment. Yeah, just a bunch of fucking ass. All of this shit. Not even a weapon that I want. No. And a fucking ka-ching on there. Yeah. Fucking garbage. Going for Skirk.
a limited weapon, it's not the one you want. You could hypothetically
That was
wind
on
up
a
with
free-to-play
1,000
account,
wolf
too.
gravestones and 0 staff of Homas. It's not a hypothetical, it happened.
Tectone got fucked in that fucking staff of homelessness video. But he changed it. He's the reason we don't have that bad of a weapon. It still sucks, but he's the reason we don't have a fucking completely broken one.
Thanks, Tectone. After the Tectone incident, Hoyoverse added a 2 fate point system in 2021. This would allow you to lose your 50-50 2 times before acquiring your selected limited weapon. This is literally highway robbery. With no top-ups, 50 pulls is $100. Do the math. If you wanted to just get 1 fate point, you're looking at roughly around $180, $90 if you're unlucky, and go to Heart Pity, which is going to be 80 pulls. Taking into account how much each individual pull is in all of these gacha games and how low...
Hold on. If you're unlucky and it's 90 pulls, okay? So 100 pulls cost $200. So we're talking $400 to get, over 180 pulls to guarantee. So one character could cost potentially $400 in a game.
The possible return you can get for each pull makes it feel like dog shit, and that's why it is considered legal gambling. These dog shit gacha practices in Genshin Impact allowed Hoyoverse to amass over $2 billion in revenue in their first year alone.
That's
and
a lot
once
of
everyone saw
money.
the blueprint Genshin had, it sadly started to bleed over into other mainstream gachas as they were to come out. Games such as Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, even non-Hoyoverse games such as Tower of Fantasy. The market was primarily occupied by Hoyoverse for quite some time, with Tower of Fantasy possibly being the biggest competitor, failed miserably for tons of reasons that I won't even get into in this video. It almost felt
I downloaded it and never played it. But I got Wooa.
like there was no hope.
Stuck in Hoyoverse.
We are stuck with a dogshit 50-50 system, non-guaranteed weapon banners, and then Wuthering Waves came out. Wuthering Waves, although it has a 50-50 character system, had a pity
The
of
best
80 instead
game
of 90
ever.
and allowed you to purchase up to 2 constellations from the shop for each
Wow, what a concept. I could buy 2 fucking constellations from the shop. I don't have to wish all of my hard-earned money away. Yeah, makes sense.
limited character. Get this, a guaranteed 5-star weapon banner.
Wonderful.
No matter what weapon you want. If I wanted Gion's weapon, I knew within maximum 8...
Speaking of which, Lupa's weapon is coming out, and I heard it's supposed to be really good. I don't know. I heard it's supposed to be really good. There's a video on it. I think Saint does it.
80 pulls, I would be able to acquire this weapon and
I could
not
be
have to
wrong.
worry about getting some dog shit random standard banner weapon that nobody will ever use. Not only did Wuthering Waves provide a better monetization model for gacha games, they also provided tons of quality of life for free. Mechanics locked behind paywalls in Genshin Impact, such as grappling hooks, wall running, infinite stamina, flying, are completely free in Wuthering Waves, while I have to pay about $400 to fly with Mavica for 2 moments. Although the game has the dogshit 50-50
Yeah, Traverse
system,
Link
this was
sucks
really
in
the
Genshin
first
compared to
new
Wua.
age gacha that we saw provide such leniency with their monetization and expiration since Hoyoverse started to dominate the space. Wuthering Waves is also known for having many devs listen moments every time there's been a major fuck up in the game. There's almost an immediate response, showing accountability, being transparent, and providing compensation, ranging from the horrific launch where they gave out tons of pulls, free
That's a lot of shit. That's a lot of free shit. That's a lot better than what the other game gives you.
5 stars, implementing artifact loadouts within the year the game
Yeah.
released, or even giving more pulls for a
Genshin
disastrous
could never.
anniversary. Anniversary is still mid, but I'll take the free pulls. Thank you very much. But thankfully, this is not the
Not
only
lying.
game that is providing massive improvements to the gacha space, not only from a monetary standpoint, but overall quality of life. Games like Raid Shadow, I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Get the fuck out of here.
Games like Duet Night Abyss, Neverness to Everness, Etheria
Ooh.
Restart, and more have
No.
already confirmed to have really solid gacha systems. Meanwhile, other upcoming titles such as Ananta, Silver Palace,
Yep.
Azure Premilia already
All
have
those
what
look
looks
good.
like to be some of the best movement we've ever seen
all
in
look
the
really
gacha
good.
space. No more of the days of running out of stamina when I'm crossing a fucking bridge in Mondstadt to deliver Timmy some bad news. I killed those fucking chickens,
Fuck you,
shithead.
Timmy.
Duet Night Abyss gacha system allows you to choose one out of the 6 standard characters to focus with a discount of 40 pulls, which has become a standard as of late, which I'm a really big fan of. But not only that, it is allowing you to not have a 50-50 on the first limited 5-star unit you pull. You only will run into the 50-50 system if you are pulling for constellations of the new limited character. This is a massive fucking W. The weapon banner system is also
What is this,
100%
Ethereum?
guaranteed, with alongside crafting as an option. Imagine being able to not swipe and grind to craft a weapon. Neverness to
What?
Everness legitimately just confirmed about 2 days ago that there will be no 50-50 in their game at all.
I saw
There's
that.
even headlines from Games Radar saying, you will never lose another 50-50 open world RPG Neverness to Everness. Neverness to Everness has also
What did that say? It
confirmed
takes a
there will only be 8G
sledgehammer to
Neverness
Genshin Impact standards, promising guaranteed characters with better rates and no weapon banner. There's still 5-star weapons? Or is there no weapons whatsoever? Ooh, July 3rd. Coming soon. We'll find out.
to Everness. Neverness to Everness has also confirmed there will only be a limited amount of weapons obtained through the gacha board,
There it is.
as most of them would be acquired through others' tasks such as playing the game.
What a wild
who would have thought
concept.
about that? You have to play the game to unlock something. What the fuck? In terms of quality of life, they have fucking cars and mopeds and a bunch of other shit
Yeah,
there. I had to
it's-
pay $400 for my Vika.
This looks like GTA anime. Like, it looks really good. We're getting GTA anime before we get GTA 6.
Even Silver Palace has fucking flying horses. You can customize the horses like it's Need for Speed. Azure Premilia, you can fly on these massive dragons, and even a new game announced, Rewinding Cadence. The movement is not only super smooth, but they're introducing dialogue options that actually matter and change the flow of the game. While it's overwhelming to look at all these gacha games and figure out, okay, which game am I gonna fucking play? Because I mentally and physically and financially cannot afford.
Yeah, that's going to be a big problem. Is figuring out what to play. What are you going to drop? What's going to be your new go-to? I mean, I'm still going to be playing Wua. And Genshin's one of those things, if you spend enough money on it, you feel bad not fucking playing it. I don't know. I won't have enough time. Hopefully, they do this thing where they space out, like, the content, or like give you incentive to not like log in every day, like things building up and like, you know, replenishing or whatever over time, like how Wua has their wave plate system. Hopefully it's something like that. Hopefully they do it so it's not a constant I gotta get on, not that addictive feeling in a gacha. But I mean, I don't know, we'll see.
To invest in every single one, understand that you can pick the ones that you enjoy and feel that value your time and money. Innovation is occurring as we speak, and hopefully this is the new age of less predatory practices and what is a very predatory genre.
We will see. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. I do like that the times they are changing. That's really cool. It's better than what we did have in 2020. I mean, Kenshin came along at the right time. But, I mean, this is all interesting. This is all new stuff. This is all good stuff. Good take by Ethan. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.